that's why our wrappers weren't tight enough. And so we had to switch to that. And I mean, I could go on and on and on. I mean, it was just even like the way the branding looked, like even these are, it's funny. Here's a great case study. Look at the difference between these two boxes. I assume that camera over there can see it. Notice how like, see how this orange strip down here is small and this red one's bigger. So this is a newer Feastables box. This one's probably whatever, like 4 or 5 months old. So another problem is when all the flavors were side by side, it was really hard from a distance to tell which flavor was which. Yeah. So even after I engineered the new boxes, I updated the colors now. Now it's like, if this was the newer one, the newer orange is also a little bit brighter. Bigger, yeah. So now you can, from a distance, actually be able to tell the flavors, where it was a lot harder before. So that was like, I'm on like version like fucking 12 of these things, right? That was like the difference between version 11 and 12. Yeah, you can even see how that has the black stroke that doesn't have the black stroke right here, the all new bars. See how there's
to make
black
it more legible and visible.
Yeah, and you can probably even tell like on the side, the bar pops a little bit more. See how there's a black stroke on the World's Best Chocolate? So that's more readable from a distance. The old box right here, it says enlarge to show detail, right? And they're like, oh, legally we have to put that there. And I'm like, why? This is actually smaller than our bar. We're not enlarging it. And like, I had to like 1v20 lawyers, and they're like, eventually they're like, yeah, you're right. You don't. And it's like, why? You see, because the old box, it says enlarge it. And I was like, why? Why? And they were adamant. And I was like, why? And then eventually they conceded. And I was like, yeah, I don't understand. You know, you can look at the top here, see how it says Milk Crunch. I mean, and then it used to say 10 bars on the left. This is an old thing we used to do, because when we were D2C, you'd buy the carton. Yeah. But in retail, no one's buying the carton. So this 10 bars is irrelevant. And I want people to more focus on the product. So I got rid of those words there. I mean, I have obsessed over every little thing on these bars, every little, here's another thing, right? See this black text at the bottom? It says milk chocolate with peanut butter. So that's because this is an older box.
And
so
the new one, it's not there.
Well, the new one, it's on the bottom here, because you don't need to put it on the front, and it just looks way more appealing without it there. Like this, that just looks ugly there. Yeah. I don't like it. So I moved it to the bottom. Now you're focused, because it says Milk Crunch here and it's clearly chocolate. You don't need to write it right there. And so, I mean, I've obsessed over every little thing, from like the divots on the bars to the like ratio of peanut butter inside the bars to the packaging. I mean, it's just been continuous improvement, and through just brute force and trial and error.